Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this Saturday is DWE Elimination Chamber, and right now the Conquest locker room is heating up, and they're all so focused on one thing, to be on the grandest stage of them all, WrestleMania 3. We have two stacked Elimination Chamber matches, one with a number one contendership match for the Women's World Championship, and another one where Vinny V must defend his title in a grueling task against 5 men who are poised on becoming world champion. We have multiple dream matches. Jose Rivera finally goes one-on-one with at the show title for the Intercontinental Championship, and he looks to prove that he is quote-unquote the greatest Intercontinental Champion ever. We have a Terminator and Drew McIntyre taking on Gabriel Rivera for the television title. A first-time ever match between two of the absolute best, between DTG and Eddie Orton for the Revolution Championship. Irish Outlaw poised on finally winning the world title, but he must take on his mentor Draquan. And then we have two sisters who are bound by hatred, battling it out to prove who is the superior one. But the main thing that I want to talk about when it comes to this show is you, JB. As you have the daunting task ahead of you, as you must take on the Fallen in a Gauntlet Turmoil match. But it seems like, just from the look on your face, you don't really look concerned, but the reality is that you should be. Yeah, you may have been able to try and go through the Fallen in the past, and that amazing Extreme War match at Bound for Glory. But how does it feel when you have to take on every single one of them on your own, with no backup in front of you? No Morrison Moore, no Draquan, no Irish Outlaw. This ain't War Games. This is you battling a legit war that you cannot win. But you know what's funny? When it comes to you, when I first saw you the moment you stepped foot into this door, I saw potential. But then you massively disappointed me and showed the entire world that you are the scum that I know you are, and the obnoxious little kid that doesn't know how to learn his place. And even though you were able to try and grasp your own type of success the moment I brought you back into this company, you're so played out. You're back into the little type of attitude saying, I'm gonna do the right thing. But sadly, you doing the right thing has gotten you into situations like this. Of me kicking your ass, Coalition, every person in the Royal Rumble match, with you starting at number 1, and now the Fallen. And you have nobody else to blame but yourself. Don't try and say that I'm abusing my power. No, you knew this was coming. You striked first when you speared me at Bound for Glory, and you thought that it was over after War Games. I may have buried the hatchet with Irish Outlaw, and I may have given him a shot at becoming world champion, but you, on the other hand, we are just getting started. Because the war of attrition is unwinnable for you. You have no idea what you're dealing with. You're facing against 4 men who want to tear you apart limb by limb. But if you somehow manage to survive those 4 men, I give you the ultimate test, and that's facing me at WrestleMania 3. But that's if you can even get through 1 member. Hell, that's even if you can try and actually survive any of them. I genuinely would be surprised if this whole Goodsy Twos type of hero, known as yourself, JB, can actually withstand the daunting task of going through 4 grueling men. Because I know one man that tried to go through all that in 1 hour and 28 minutes, and it's this guy right here, and he failed miserably. So what makes you think that you can try and go through it as well? Honestly, I don't think you can. And it's just surprising. Because this could have been so much easier for you. Everything could have been so different if you just learned from me. If you actually listened to everything I say. If you kept yourself in the back at Bound for Glory, we wouldn't be having this right now. You wouldn't be dealing with all this punishment. You wouldn't be going out there and having to get your ass kicked in front of the entire world and make yourself look like the embarrassment that you know you are. But sadly, everything that you're seeing is all on you. You have nobody else to blame but yourself. And don't try and say that you had backup in the situation, because you didn't listen to them either. You tried to be buddies with them, but they're so caught up in their own twisted minds, like Irish Outlaw and Draquan having to battle out for the World Championship, and they're your buddies, right? But right now, they don't look like buddies, because they want success, while you are treading them downhill. Same with Morrison Moore, the guy that you had to watch as I brutalized him right in front of you. And I had to try and drag his bloody body all around the ring, and you did nothing. You sat there and watched me destroy the one friend that you love so dearly. And this Saturday Elimination Chamber, I'm going to get a front row seat as I watch the Fallen destroy you.